Hello and welcome to the first episode of the HammerCast. This is a podcast, videocast that's going to be quite irregular. It's going to come up whenever there's something that needs to be talked about. And today we have something that needs to be talked about. Everyone's heard of the Culling origins by now. Remember the Culling 2? It had a grand opening and then a grand closing when it turned out that at most a handful of people were actually playing it. Well, it's back as the Culling Origins, and it's even worse than before. I kid you not, they have managed to take a game that failed from day one and made it worse. How have they done this? Well, if you buy the game for about £5, $4.99 or something like that on Xbox, you get to play for a day. After that, you get to play once a day, and if you win, you get to play another match because you get a token. If you want to keep playing and you didn't win, well, now you're going to have to pay for the game that you've already paid for. I have no problem with a subscription model per se for a game. World of Warcraft, it has millions of people on, and they have to pay for those servers, which are quite expensive, especially if you want to keep a good uptime. They've got to pay for them somehow. However, you know that going in, and it's the model that was standard for MMORPGs. You paid to play. This is a Battle Royale. The model for the Battle Royale is basically, here's the game, and if you want some cosmetics, you've got to pay for them. Funnily enough, the Culling Origins isn't going to ask you to pay for cosmetics. Apparently, you can unlock those only by playing offline. Cosmetics and premium items can no longer be bought in crates and instead must be earned through level ups in offline play. Now, I have no problem with that. Unlocking things by playing the game used to be how things worked. So I like that. And also, offline play, so you can play against bots. Basically, you buy the game, you can play against bots. Okay, that's interesting. That's a decent move. Being able to level up through offline play and playing that way is fine. I remember Quake 3 Arena, my goodness, so all the way back when I was still at university. Oh my goodness, I'm feeling old now. Quake 3 Arena, I played a huge amount of that in offline play because getting online was expensive. You paid by the minute back then if you were on a modem, which I was. So I played a huge amount of matches with bots, and it can be fun. It's nowhere near as good as an online match against people because the random chance nature of it and the fact that the bots are never as skilled as people, that changes things. So I like that they've got an offline play mode. I do. What I don't like is that this is a battle royale and it's centered around competing against other players. That's the genre. It's like saying if you got a game of Monopoly and you had to pay to play against your family, and if you had an argument during the game, you'd have to pay again. Because Monopoly is all about arguments with family. That's just how it is. It's the core part of the game. So you have to pay to play, basically. You can play offline, but come on, guys. That's like the poor man's version. We all know it's the poor man's version as well. So what do you get if you pay? Players can get the game for $5.99 on Xbox One, so it's even more expensive than I thought. It comes with a free trial for the first day. Oh my goodness, it's not a free trial! If you have paid money to buy the game, you don't get a free trial. It's not free. The free trial would be you can download it and give it a try, but you won't be able to play more than like 4 or 5 matches and see if you like it. That would be a free trial, a demo. If you paid, it's not free. After the first day, players, sorry, I just said payers. Bit of a Freudian slip there, but they are payers. After the first day, players can play 1 match a day for free. It's not free. You bought the game. After playing the 1 match per day, players can play further matches via match tokens. Match tokens must be earned or bought in packs. How do you earn these match tokens? Well, if you win a match, you get a match token. It's a pool table in a pub. Winner stays on, basically. So how much do these tokens cost? Match tokens must be earned or bought in packs. So you can't buy a single game. 99 cents for 3 tokens or $4.99 for 20. But that's not enough. I mean, yeah, you might be buying tokens. You might even earn some tokens by some method that they haven't actually talked about here. You could also have a subscription. Now, World of Warcraft, when I was playing World of Warcraft, it was a subscription model, and fair enough, they had to keep their servers up. That was about £7 or £8 a month, and it got you full access to the game. It wasn't like, you can only play for an hour at this time, and then if you've managed to level up, you get to play anymore. It was nothing like that. Not like this game here. They've got a subscription model too. 7 days for $1.99 or 30 days for $5.99. Oh my goodness. So, if you've bought this game and you want to play this game, you have to pay more for the game. Guys, what the hell were they thinking? I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Guys, I know servers cost money. I understand that. Servers cost. I have a website myself. I know that servers cost. I'm not begrudging them trying to make a living out of this. But this isn't the way to do it. You can't ask for people to pay for the game and then pay again to access the game. And yeah, there might be an offline mode. But that's not what people go into Battle Royales for. Battle Royales are online multiplayer games. It's just how the genre is. And you can't ask people to buy it and then buy and buy and buy. It doesn't work like that. But at least they got rid of the loot box. But I'm going to say maybe I'm not the target audience. So I'm going to call someone up. I'm going to call my lovely other half, Jennifer. And I'm going to ask her what she thinks.
Hello?
Hi, Jen. Have you got a minute?
Yeah, no worries. Why? What are you after?
Well, I'm in the middle of making a podcast, and I've got a few questions for you, if you don't mind.
Okay, yes, that's fine.
Okay.
Are we live now?
Yes, I'm recording now. So, we've got a game here that's coming out on the 14th of May. So yesterday, in fact, called the Culling Origins. It's a battle royale game. You go online against a group of people, and it's like survival of the fittest. One wins at the end by killing the rest.
Right, okay.
You buy it for $5.99, and then you get to play online for a day. You've bought this game, but you only get to play online for a day. After that, you get to play online once per day for free, and if you win that match, you get a token to play again.
This seems to me to be a little bit suspect.
Doesn't it just? Here's the real kicker. You can buy more tokens to continue playing.
Right. So what are you actually paying for when you buy the game?
Exactly. You see, this is what I was saying. What does the $5.99 entry get you? The software?
That just strikes me as almost being like, that you're being suckered in, and then you say, well, I'm not wasting my $5.99 by suddenly no longer having a game I can play. So, I've got to keep going.
Yeah, it's almost as if it's the embodiment of the sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah, that alarm bells are ringing very much, and I can't actually see any logical justification for that business model other than they're trying to fleece people out of as much money as possible.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. But the best part is the press release of this. Players can get the game for $5.99, which comes with a free trial for the first day. I'm sorry, but if you're paying $5.99, it's not free.
Yeah, and that's it. It's like I see this a lot in various walks of life, where things are billed as free that are clearly not free.
Yeah.
And, I would suggest, actually, this sounds like a product that the marketing and the language being used in the marketing and literature surrounding it actually needs to be investigated, because it doesn't sound to me like it's actually complying with relevant legislation.
You know what? I think you might be right. It feels very predatory for me.
Yeah, my gut feeling is that it's breaching some regulation somewhere.
Yeah.
You can't charge people twice for a product. Effectively, if you're selling somebody a product, you can't then stop them from using the product they just bought by hiding it behind a paywall. It just, it doesn't seem legal to me. You're being charged multiple times for the same thing.
I think you're hitting the nail on the head. I would counter with, remember World of Warcraft?
Yeah?
You bought it and then you got a month of access. Basically, when you were buying the game, you were buying a month of access to the game. And then after that, it was a subscription model, which was smaller than the original cost of buying the game. But this, you're charging $5.99 for essentially a day of play, and then you can get a 30-day pass, which is $5.99. So basically, your buy-in is for 30 days, but you only get to play one of them.
Yeah. So who's actually making this game?
That's a fair question. I don't know off the top of my head. But I don't think they're going to be in business for very long.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, gamers are not completely stupid. And, if we just spot it world over, we'll also smell a rat with it. They'll vote with their feet and just not buy it.
I would hope so. But anyway, thank you very much.
Yeah, always happy to call in on the hotline to discuss the burning questions.
So there you have it, guys. It's not just me seeing the problems with this, and I think Jen hit the nail on the head. If we're seeing this immediately, and it seems like a lot of people are seeing this immediately, then hopefully this is going to get trounced very quickly. It's not the first time I've seen opportunists and predatory practices. In fact, Judge Dredd vs. Zombies, which I had on a mobile phone a while back, actually had an achievement in it for buying something from the in-game shop. So it's not the first game that tries to really, really push its charging, but come on, guys. If you want to charge people to play, I can understand that a little bit. World of Warcraft and the subscription model for MMOs, I understand that people need to make money. It's fine. But you've got to be honest and upfront with it. If you want to charge people for online play, which is the main part of the game, let's face it, it is the main part of the game, of this type anyway, then you have to make your game free. Or, if you're charging people to buy it at $5.99 for the Xbox One version, that's got to come with a 30-day play, because that's what you're saying is the cost of a 30-day pass. So if you're charging $5.99 up front and giving 1 day, then how much are you actually saying a day is worth in this game? I don't think they've thought this through properly. I think they've gone, kids love Battle Royale games, kids don't think about money as much, we can fleece them. I want to be wrong on this, but it does feel like that is the situation. Okay, guys, that's all I've got for you this time, so thank you very much for joining me for the first HammerCast. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. If you liked today's video, please consider supporting me on Patreon. And an extra special thanks goes out to Chief89 and Tepic. Thank you.